Welcome back, everyone. This is the Natural English Talk podcast. I'm James, and I'm sitting here with Anna. We were actually just talking about this before we started, how everything we do is just so, I don't know, it's public now.
Yeah, it's true. Hi, everyone. We're really diving into it today.
Right, right. So I have to tell you this story, Anna. Last week I went to this cafe, right? And there was this guy there. He was clearly, trying to order in English, but he was literally shaking. His hands, I mean, he was just so nervous. And it hit me, like, why is this so scary? It's just words, right? But for him, it was like he was, I don't know, walking on a tightrope or something.
Yeah, totally. I see that all the time. It's that fear of being judged, I guess. It's like a wall.
Exactly, a wall. And before we really get into the strategies and, how to break that wall, I just want to say to everyone listening, just relax. Seriously.
For sure. Don't worry about the small stuff.
Yeah, exactly. This is our safety contract for today. No, but really, if you're listening and you don't get every single word, that is totally fine. Just let the sound, wash over you. Don't stress. You don't need a dictionary. You just need to, be here with us. We're just two friends talking. It's okay to not get it all.
I love that. Passive listening is so underrated. You don't have to be perfect to, start.
Right. Because, I was thinking, this fear of speaking in public, it's not really about the English, is it? I think it's about the what if. What if I look stupid? What if I say she go instead of she goes? I do that sometimes and I live here.
Yeah, for sure. We all make mistakes. But when you're learning, it feels like a bigger deal than it actually is. So, how do we even start to fix that? Where does that fear come from?
Well, I think for me, it's always been about. I actually remember my first time speaking in front of a big group. But anyway, we should probably talk about how to, stop that feeling of your heart jumping out of your chest before you even open your mouth. So, okay, going back to that guy in the cafe, he was frozen, and it made me think about my own life. I remember I went to Japan a few years ago, and I tried to say thank you or something simple, right? And I totally, I said the wrong word. I said something about a cat. I don't even know.
Oh my God, really? A cat?
Yeah, I think so. And I was so embarrassed. My face was bright red. But then I looked at the person I was talking to, and they were smiling. They weren't laughing at me, they were just happy I was trying. And I think we forget that. We think everyone is like a judge or a teacher waiting to give us a bad grade.
Yeah, totally. It's like we have this, I don't know, this internal police officer. Like, oh, you used the wrong tense, go to jail. But in the real world, nobody cares. For sure, people just want to understand the message. They want the coffee. They want the directions. They don't want a grammar lesson.
Right, right. That's it. It's the message. If I say, I go store yesterday, I went to the store, right? It's not a mystery, but we spend so much time in our heads. We're building this giant monster out of a tiny mistake.
Yeah. I actually think, don't you think it's because of school? We grow up being told that there is only one right way to speak, and if you don't do it that way, you fail.
Yeah, for sure. It's tough for that. It makes you feel like English is a math problem, but it's not. It's like a tool. It's a hammer. You use it to build a conversation. If the hammer is a little rusty, who cares? If you're still building the house, right?
That's a great way to put it. A rusty hammer. I like that. But I mean, how do you tell someone who is literally sweating, to just relax? It's not that easy.
No, it's definitely not. I mean, I still get nervous sometimes. Even now, doing this, I'm like, wait, did I just sound like an idiot? But then I'm like, so what? Anyway, I think the first big strategy is, well, it's about changing how you see the person you're talking to. So, yeah, like I was saying, it's about the person across from you. We always think they're like this super judge, right? Like they have a red pen in their hand, ready to circle our mistakes in the air. But honestly, most people they're just trying to get through their day. They're thinking about their lunch or their hair or, I don't know, their loud neighbor. They aren't actually listening for your grammar.
Yeah, totally. It's like we think we're the main character in everyone else's movie, but we're just like an extra in the background of their day. For sure, that realization it's kind of a relief, right?
Exactly. It's a huge relief. I mean, I used to practice in front of a mirror, just talking to myself. And I felt like an idiot. I was like, James, what are you doing? But then I realized if I can't even talk to myself without feeling weird, how am I going to talk to a stranger at a bus stop?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with the mirror thing, but I think you have to start even smaller, like tiny wins. Don't go to a job interview for your first public talk. Go to, I don't know, ask for a napkin.
A napkin. That's it. That's the low stakes game. I mean, if you mess up the word napkin, what's the worst thing that happens? You use your sleeve? It's not a disaster.
Right, exactly. It's about building that muscle. Because, I mean, if you only try to speak when it's important, the pressure is just, it's too much. You're going to freeze every time.
Yeah, for sure. I have this friend, Sarah. She moved to New York and she was like terrified. She wouldn't even order pizza on the phone. She would only use the app because, she didn't want to fail at the phone call.
Oh, I get that. The phone is the worst. You can't see their face, you can't use your hands. It's like hard mode.
Right, hard mode. But she started doing this thing where she would just go to a different park every day and ask one person, hey, do you have the time? Even though she had a watch. She just needed to hear her own voice, out loud, in public. And it worked.
That's actually really smart. It's like you're proving to your brain that you didn't die. Like, hey, I spoke English and the world didn't end. Cool.
Exactly. The world is still here. No fire, no explosions. Just, it's 5 o'clock. Done. But, I mean, Anna, what about when you do get stuck? Like you're in the middle of a sentence and poof, the word is gone. That's the scary part for me. So yeah, that poof moment. It's like your brain it just shuts down, right? You're talking about your weekend and you want to say beach or mountain or whatever, and it's just gone. Total white noise in the head. I have this happen even in English, my own language. I'll be talking and then, wait, what was I saying?
Oh, for sure. All the time. I mean, I actually think that's the most natural thing in the world. But when you're learning, you think it's because your English is bad. Like, oh no, I don't know the word. But really, your brain it just took a little break.
Right, right. A little coffee break for the brain. But the thing is, okay, so I was at this party once and I met this girl I think she was from France. Anyway, she was telling this story about a thing you use to make the air cold. She couldn't remember the word fan.
Oh, yeah, like a fan or air conditioning?
Yeah, exactly. But she didn't stop. She didn't just stand there and turn red and cry. She just said, the thing, the machine for the cold air. And I knew exactly what she meant. I was like, oh, a fan? And she said, yes, a fan. And the story it kept going. It was fine.
See, that's it. That's like the secret. I mean, the technical term is circumlocution or something fancy, but it's really just talking around the word, like Describe it. If you don't know refrigerator, just say the cold box for food. Everyone knows what a cold box for food is.
The cold box. I love that. It's so much better than just silence, because silence is where the fear grows, right? When you stop, you start thinking, oh no, they're looking at me, they're waiting, I'm a failure. But if you keep making noises, even if they're weird noises, you're still in the game.
Totally. And I mean, it's actually kind of fun. It's like a game of charades, but with words. You're like collaborating with the other person to find the meaning. It's not a test. It's a puzzle you're solving together.
Yeah, solving a puzzle. That's a cool way to see it. But I think some people are just so, I don't know, perfectionists. They want the perfect word. And if they don't have the perfect word, they don't want to say anything at all.
Oh, yeah. Perfectionism is the enemy of, like, everything, especially speaking. For sure, you have to be okay with being a little bit messy. Like, your English is going to be messy for a while, and that's actually okay.
Yeah, it's like if you're learning to paint, your first painting isn't going to be a masterpiece, right? It's going to be a mess. But you have to make the mess to get to the good stuff. But anyway, what about the accent thing? Because I know a lot of people are like really worried about how they sound. So, yeah, the accent. That's a big one, right? I mean, I have this friend from Texas, and even I can't understand him half the time. But seriously, I was talking to this girl at a party, and she was almost whispering, like she was trying to hide her voice. And I asked her why, and she said, "Oh, my accent is so bad. I sound like a tourist."
A tourist, but I mean, everyone has an accent, for sure. Even people in the same country sound different. Like if you go to London or New York or, I don't know, Sydney, it's all different. There isn't just one correct sound, right?
Right, exactly. And I actually told her, I was like, "Listen, your accent it's just your history. It's where you're from. It doesn't mean your English is broken. It just means you have a flavor, like English with a little bit of spice from your own language."
Yeah, spice. I like that. But I mean, it's like people think if they don't sound like a movie star or a news reporter, they aren't doing it right. But it's so fake. Nobody actually talks like that in real life.
No way. If I talked like a news reporter at a bar, people would think I was, I don't know, crazy. They'd be like, "James, are you okay? Why are you talking like that?" It's all about it's about being real. I think they actually like accents. It's interesting. It's a conversation starter.
Totally, for sure. I mean, if someone has an accent, I'm like, oh, cool, where are you from? It's an open door to a new story. But if you try to hide it, you're closing that door. You're making it like a wall again.
Yeah, the wall. We're back to the wall. And I actually think trying too hard to have a perfect accent makes you more nervous because you're focusing on the shape of your mouth instead of, the actual person you're talking to. You're not present, right? You're in your own head, like a scientist in a lab.
Yeah, for sure. You're like, is my tongue in the right place for the TH sound? And meanwhile, the other person is just waiting for you to finish the sentence so they can tell you about their dog.
Exactly. The dog. Nobody cares about the TH sound when there's a dog story coming. But I mean, how do you actually how do you practice that? How do you get comfortable with your own voice when it sounds different?
Well, I think you have to record yourself, but not to judge, just to like get used to the sound. Because, I mean, the first time you hear your own voice on a recording, you're always like, wait, do I really sound like that?
Oh man, I hate my recorded voice. It sounds so, I don't know, high-pitched? But you're right. You have to own it. Anyway, speaking of owning it, I was thinking about how we can use, our hands and stuff to help. So, yeah, body language. I mean, I'm sitting here right now and I'm like moving my hands all over the place. You can't even see me, but I'm doing it. And it's because, I don't know, it helps the words come out. It's like my hands are, they're like the motor for my brain.
Totally. I do that too. For sure, it's like if your body is frozen, your brain is frozen. It's all connected, right? I mean, if you're standing there with your arms crossed and you're looking at your shoes, you're telling your brain, hey, we are in danger. Don't speak.
Right, right, exactly. It's like a feedback loop. But if you just, I don't know, smile, even a fake smile. I read this thing once. If you smile, your brain thinks you're happy. And if you're happy, you aren't scared. It's like a hack, a life hack.
Yeah. I mean, I think eye contact is the big one too. Like when you look at someone, you realize they're just a person. They aren't a monster. They're just a guy who wants to buy a sandwich or a girl waiting for the train. For sure, when you see their eyes, the fear it melts a little bit, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's about connection. I mean, I actually had this experience. I was in Mexico, and my Spanish is like really bad. It's basically just taco and gracias. But I had to ask for help with my car, and I was so nervous. My heart was like boom, boom, boom.
Oh no, car trouble in a foreign language? That's like the final boss of speaking.
Seriously, the final boss. But I looked at the guy, I smiled, and I used my hands to show the smoke coming out of the engine. I was like, psh, hot, help. And he just laughed and said, okay, okay, I see. We didn't need perfect words. We had like hands and eyes and a shared problem.
See, that's it. It's a shared experience. I mean, I think people get so stuck on the code of the language, like it's a secret password, but it's not. It's just being human with another human. For sure, if you can just like be present in your body, the English part actually gets easier.
Right. It's like stop thinking about the grammar and start thinking about the human. I mean, if you're trying to tell me you're hungry, I don't care if you use the past perfect continuous or whatever. I just want to know if you want pizza or a burger.
Exactly. Pizza is the universal language. But I mean, how do we wrap this all up? Like, what's the big takeaway for someone who is still feeling that clinch in their chest when they have to speak?
Well, I actually think it's about the first 5 seconds. But anyway, we can dive into that in a bit. It's about that first jump, like jumping into a cold pool. So, okay, the cold pool thing. I actually went to this lake last summer, right? And the water was like freezing. I stood there on the edge for, I don't know, 10 minutes, just looking at it, thinking, oh, it's going to be so cold. I'm going to hate it. And the longer I stood there, the scarier it got.
Oh, for sure. The waiting is always the worst part. It's like your brain starts making up horror stories about the water.
Exactly. And it's the same with speaking. If you're at a party or a meeting and you think, okay, I'm going to say something in a minute after this person finishes, maybe in 5 minutes, you're dead. You're never going to do it. I mean, I actually have this rule now, the 5 second rule. If I have a thought, I have to say it in 5 seconds before my brain can tell me no.
Yeah, that's actually really smart. Like, don't give the fear time to sit down and have a coffee in your head. Just like jump. For sure, once you say the first word, the rest just kind of follows.
Right, right. It's the hello that's hard, or the excuse me. Once you say excuse me, you're committed. You can't just walk away then. That would be even weirder. So you have to keep going. And usually it's fine. It's always fine.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, I think we should just tell everyone, like, it's okay to be the person with the bad English. Honestly, it's kind of cool. It means you know more than one language. Most people only know one. So, I mean, you're already winning, right?
Right. You're already a genius. But seriously, if you're listening to this, just try one thing today. Go to a shop, go to a friend, or even just, I don't know, talk to your cat in English. Just get the sound out of your mouth and into the world.
For sure. Like, the world isn't going to judge you. And if they do, well, that's their problem, not yours.
Exactly. Their problem. Anyway, I think that's it for today. This was fun, Anna. I feel like I learned something too.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Thanks for listening, everyone. It's been great.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We'll be back next week with, well, I don't know what yet, but it'll be something good. So, yeah, bye for now.
Bye.